one.
Hi, everyone. My name is Rebecca Lee. I am in KSU's Instructional Technology program, getting my specialist degree. I finished my Capstone, and it is over using Georgia Futures in the CTAE classroom. CTAE classes, career technical and agricultural education. It basically prepares students for either college or a trade school. Or military, sometimes too. There's 17 career clusters or pathways in Georgia, and they represent at least 96 career pathways that can help students navigate their way to what they want to do when they go into college or a trade school, community school, or the military. They're listed all here. I kind of wanted you to know a background about CTAE to know why it was important for me to do my capstone for something that would benefit my department and the county at Douglas County. The problem or need that I found was our school CTAE department, the county, did not renew virtual job shadow for our students. Instead, we decided to go with Georgia Futures. Georgia Futures is a site that the students can use to look up information about schools, jobs, all sorts of stuff. All pathways at Douglas County High School have to incorporate job shadowing or career research according to the state standards. So Georgia Futures was formerly known as College 411, is taking place with limited time for staff to actually train on the site. A lot of them didn't want to use it. The overall goal of the Capstone project was to influence the CTAE teachers to embed Georgia Futures into their lessons for the purpose of career exploration. I actually used Georgia Futures in my classroom and gave demonstrations and example lesson plans to my coworkers during PLC meetings. Teachers learned how to use Georgia Futures specifically for their program, effectively helping students improve understanding and career choices after graduation. The project plan was to start December 2018 and continue through May of 2019. The first step was to determine all the specific CTAE programs offered at DC and create a spreadsheet with everything on it. Next, I needed to divide everything out into the different pathways and gave links of information to everyone, all this other CTAE teachers. It was presented at our PLC meeting in January. I also created an example demonstration of my third level students as well. Going to the Georgia Futures site, it was very easy for me to show them what to do using the site. The career exploration tab, basically. And then when they get into that tab, they'll do the career research. The career research takes them to a page which has my next move on it. For an example, I put in cosmetology for my next move. Anything could go here: nurse, doctor, anything like that they want to look up. So I ended up looking up all the sites. So I'm going to use cosmetology, hit search, and then whenever you go into that career, it gives you tons of tabs that you can go into. I created these tabs on a spreadsheet for the teachers and made stuff specific for them. But when you click on the tab, you can see how great it is to give you tons of information for your kids. It's got career videos. They can go into the career video and watch all the different ones. They even have questions over the careers that you can give them. It goes down and tells them about the education, the job outlook. They could even explore more that kind of goes along with that as well. I did, like I said, an example demonstration with my students working with Georgia Futures, so other teachers could use it as an example if needed. I gave teacher specific handouts, made those, did one-on-one coaching sessions for 5 teachers that stated that they would want it. The longest period of the actual project implementation was observing the teachers using the new website, answering questions, helping them navigate through the worksheets that I had gave them or the handouts. And my final presentation actually had to be postponed. It was supposed to be at the end of last year and ended up not happening until we got back at school this past school year. Um, it was postponed due to allotments and testing, APs needing stuff. So basically, we did those evaluations at the beginning of this school year, which it gave us another day or time to go over everything, refresh everybody on it before the new school year started. A description of the actual experience itself. Completing this capstone project that I proposed started out strong. However, the ending had to be postponed until the beginning of this school year. I was determined to give all specific CTAE programs offered at DC and create links for each of them. And I did do that by the December 2018 date. Out of 13 CTAE teachers, only 5 asked for one-on-one workshops offered, and 8 created 2 lesson plans using Georgia Futures, giving me a 62% participation rate. The biggest barrier to completing my capstone was getting the teachers involved with learning the site. Computers are an obstacle at the high school because we are not one-on-one technology. So we don't have enough throughout the CTAE department for several teachers to use on the same day. So it was very important for pre-planning to happen throughout the CTAE department. Several teachers within the department do not typically pre-plan computer use. So when they decide to integrate technology and computers, when they're not available, they just give up. So that was another obstacle that had to be overcome. Individual coaching sessions took longer than expected because of login issues and having to load student names into the site. But overall, many teachers were glad to have the sessions because using the site was expected of us. Therefore, the extra help was appreciated. I do not currently have a post-capstone experience follow-up planned as of right now. Completing the capstone showed me that technology facilitation and leading coaching sessions to large groups is very challenging, especially to those not wanting to learn new concepts. This coaching experience took a lot longer than expected, and even though it was needed by our PLC, not many teachers seemed very appreciative afterwards. I was asked a few questions that I did not prepare for, so having to figure those out in the moment was a little frustrating as well. Being prepared to answer any type of question is very important and something that I will try to do better in the future. My acknowledgments are here, and I would just like to personally again thank everybody at Douglas County High School and the CTAE department that allowed me to do this capstone with them. Thank you very much.